So let's just get right into it. So because I'm going to be putting on a really full face, because I'm working till 10 o'clock tonight, I mean, it's a long day, my skin's going to need loads of moisture, so I'm just going to go right in with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. You guys all know what that is, you all know how good it is. So I'm just really going to massage a good bit of that into my skin. Now I do like taking this right up underneath the eyes and then blending it down just so that I'm getting a good bit of moisture underneath there. For foundation, I need that face to not budge. Genuinely, in Scotland just now, it's bloody freezing. One second it's raining, next minute it's not raining, next minute it's snowing, next minute it's not snowing. You'd literally never know at this time of year what it's going to be like in Glasgow. So I'm going on with the Kat Von D Lock It Foundation. Literally, when you put this stuff on, it doesn't budge at all. At all. So I'm just going to go on with my beauty blender. And because it's so thick, I do kind of tend to do a few blobs on the face and then just blend it out from there. Now I personally do go a bit darker than my skin, just because you'll see I'm pretty tanned, but my face I try and never ever ever get it tanned. I don't mind having a really pale face, to be honest with you, and then matching my face down to meet the rest of my body. Oh, I've got to keep looking young. For concealer, I'm going in with the Makeup Forever HD Concealer, and I use shade Y21, which is their palest shade. It's like super pale, but I don't mind that because I like a really good contour, as you know. So I just pop a wee bit on my ring finger, inner dot, inner corner, outer corner, nostril, inner corner, outer corner, nostril. Drawing the dots down and under, and then just use my beauty blender and blend it out really easy. Optionally, you can then just take a wee bit of that concealer right in the middle of the forehead, down the nose, and just blend that out. I tell you, I'm not used to filming in the morning. I'm not the chattiest person in the morning until I've had like 50 cups of tea, to be honest with you. So we'll take a wee sip of tea and maybe get a wee bit more chatty. I've taken that concealer over my lid as well, because it does act, it's thin enough that it acts as quite a nice base for your eyeshadows. Next I'm just going to go in and set the entire face, including under eyes, with the Makeup Forever HD Loose Translucent Powder. Word of warning for anyone that uses this powder: you cannot bake with it. Honestly, if you bake with it, you'll end up so pale in photos. Like, it does give a lot of kind of like white flashback if you bake with it. If you just use it like normal, then you don't get the flashback. So next I'm just going to go in and highlight and contour. So I'm going to use the ILLAMASQUA Sculpting palette to highlight the under eye area. I'm going in with this colour here, which is a really bright yellow. It's called Cirrus. And then to contour, I'm going to go in with these two shades here, and they are called Heroin and Steel. I do quite like this really light yellow for kind of highlighting the under eye area and down next to the nose, because it's just not as drastic as that kind of MAC white powder that a lot of people wear. I'll take a wee bit in the middle of the forehead and down the nose as well. So I've just highlighted with the matte light yellow powder from ILLAMASQUA. But what I then like to do, and this is really something I just like to do recently, I don't know why I've developed starting to do this, but I like the effect that it gives. I take a really big brush, so I'm going to use the Morphe M527, really big fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in with my first highlighter. So the highlighter I'm going to use is the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Light in number 2, and it's just this gorgeous, really gorgeous metallic gold. I like taking a good bit of that onto my brush and then just kind of sweeping that around the entire kind of outside of my face in a C shape, just so that I'm starting to get that highlight, but then my contour kind of blends up into it, and then I add another wee bit of highlight later, like a different highlighter. You know, we can never just use one highlighter. So then I'm just going on to the contour, and like I said, I'm going to be using those shades Heroin and Steel from the ILLAMASQUA palette. So I'm going to first of all go in with Steel because it is a wee bit warmer, so this one here, and I'm going to be using the MAC 160 angled brush. So I'm taking that down the lower cheek, of course. I'm taking that same shade onto the temples and along the hairline. And I'm taking the same shade down either side of the nose and a wee bit onto the nostrils there. I'm then going to go into that real cool tone shade Heroin and just really start to carve out the hollow of the cheekbone here. And don't forget to blend out your contour, do you know what I mean? You don't want to have 10 of too big Mars bars up either side of the face. Like, make sure you are kind of like, well, I like to kind of flick upwards to blend my contour in. I'm then going to finish off my complexion with something I'm really loving just now, and I was super excited, just like I think the rest of the world was super excited. I'm going to use the MAC Nutcracker Sweet Copper Face Compact. You'll see the packaging is super cute. Honestly, I think everything about it is super cute. They had the wee like Nutcracker men on the counters, and they were like all holding the products, was just super cute. So anyway, that's what I'm going to use. Inside you'll see you have got Whisper of Guilt. Honestly, how much does everybody love a bit of Whisper of Guilt? So I've got Whisper of Guilt, and then we've got a really nice copper blusher. So I'm just going to go in with that same wee contour brush, a wee bit of the copper blush, contour brush, copper blush. I feel that could be a song. I'm going to patent this. And then just work a wee bit up between my highlight and my contour, just acting as a nice transition shade. Now I would always say I put blusher on the apples of the cheeks. I'm that skinny, I don't have apples in my cheeks, to be honest with you. Like, even if I do this, there's like nothing. There's like nothing there. So I just kind of fake that I've got a wee bit of apples on the cheeks, do you know what I mean? Makeup Forever fan brush. Loads of Whisper of Guilt. Literally just brushed right on to that bone structure. A wee bit down the nose. Now everyone always uses their finger and kind of like works the highlight down the nose. I don't know about you, but I just find I end up getting a wee bit carried away. I maybe press a wee bit too hard. I get too much highlighter on it, so I just kind of sweep the excess from my fan brush over the tip of my nose, a wee bit onto the bridge of my nose, and a wee bit just above the arch of my brows. And that's my complexion. Let's go on to today's eyes. Right, so I've just literally popped off camera, I've done my brows and I've kind of shaded in my beard, just because I would not subject you to watching me doing that, because it literally takes me about half an hour to get these brows and to get my beard looking like this. So anyway, that's what I've just done. I just used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow on the brows, and I just used a brown shadow through my beard. So for the eyes, what I'm going to do, I'm feeling a wee bit like I want to do like a full out look. I mean, I'm until 10 o'clock tonight with work, so I might as well. So what I'm going to use is the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. There goes the brush, palette, and I'm going to use the entire top row. So you'll see with this palette, basically the top row is really cool tones, the bottom row is really warm tones. The bottom row is normally what I would always go for. I always do a really warm eye. I'm just attracted to those colours. But today we're going to go the entire top row. So what we're going to do is literally just work from left to right, working from lighter to darker. It's going to be as easy as that. I'm actually going to use tape just because I want a really sharp look. and I don't have that much time because I need to go to work soon. So I'm going to work that on, just a wee bit of micro pore tape. Just one wee tip if you do use tape, make sure you're kind of working, you can see my cheekbone, I'm working in the parallel to my cheekbone. That's going to give you the most lift to your face. Oh, bless me. Yeah, so I'm just going to start with a blending brush, like I said, from left to right. So we're starting with a lighter colour here, which is called Blow. I'm just working that all over the lid, right up to the brow bone. I'm then using the same brush, and I'm moving into the colour Nude. Nude, what a shade. And I'm just working that into the crease, really starting to build up a wee bit of definition. And with every colour, I then circle it onto the outer corner and then bring it into the crease. So we're just starting to build up a very, very light blend on the outer half of the eye. Still keeping the same brush, which is just the number 17 Lancome blending brush. I'm then going into Commando, and I'm doing the exact same, but I'm just keeping it a wee bit tighter into the crease this time, and again blending it down on the outer corner. So you see we're starting to get a wee bit of definition now, we're starting to get a bit of depth into the crease of the eye. We're then moving one more along to the left, we're going with Tempted. And with this one I'm still keeping that same brush because we're going from left to right, we're getting gradually darker, so I don't need to be using a million brushes yet. And I'm only going to work this onto the outer corner. I'm not actually going to take this shade into the crease because it's slightly deeper, like kind of browner to be honest with you, whereas the next two tones are a bit more purpley. Okay, I'm now changing brush. I'm going to go with the Zoeva Luxe Eye Blender 225, and I'm going on to that shade Instinct, which is a kind of light purple, second from the left, and I'm working that very, very carefully right into the crease. Going back to that other brush, number 17 blender brush, and I'm just very lightly circling, circular motions over to start to blend that up. Same on the other eye. Okay, so I'm then keeping that same brush, I'm going with my final colour, which is Lethal, is the far left colour. It's like a really, really deep, deep kind of purpley burgundy colour. And I'm just really working that onto the outer corner a wee bit, just a wee bit now, up into the crease. So I'm kind of starting to create like a wee bit of a flick, and then down just along the lash line on the outer half of the eye. And it's completely up to you how big you want to make that flick colour. And as always, blending it up. Blending it up and out. I'm going to go in with a wee bit of liquid liner, and I'm actually only going to take it just on the outside of the eye. I'm not going to take the flick all the way to the inner corner. I'm only going to take it kind of onto like the outer half. I'm using the Makeup Forever matte liquid eyeliner. I did use that in my previous video as well. Okay, so do you see that? Flick coming up, stopping literally maybe about halfway into the eye, so really just right above the pupil. And I peel the tape off to reveal a nice sharp lifted eye. I'm going to go in with the lightest eyeshadow from the palette again, so that Below colour. I'm going to go in with quite a flat brush. I'm going to use the MAC 212 synthetic flat brush. And I'm just going to work that up just to really accentuate and highlight that line, and then I kind of just blend that down. And again, kind of blend that down. We won't be left with that stripe of light, don't worry. Inglot number 77, black gel liner, just all along the lower lash line. I'm then taking the Inglot 29PO, which is just a flat kind of fluffy brush. I'm going back to that palette and I'm just going to go with Commando, Instinct and Lethal. Okay, so I'm taking Commando here and I'm kind of just blending out just to the outer corner and stop, okay? And then going with Instinct. Again, just on top of it, just right to that outer corner and stop. Okay, you can see where I've stopped there. This is when I'm going back to that MAC 212 flat brush that we did use with the white. I'm going to pop some Lethal onto it, take that excess off onto the back of my hand, and I'm going to take very, very lightly from the outer corner straight out and just kind of lightly blend that line out under the eye. See what we're left with there? So from the side it just kind of lifts the eye and gives us a wee bit more dimension to the, to the outer corner. So this is what we're left with, which I think looks really cool. It makes my eyes look really big. So naturally, loads of mascara and a good set of lashes to finish this look off. So the mascara I am going to use is the Makeup Forever Smoky Stretch Mascara. So it means I can get loads of mascara onto the lower lashes. And then I'm going to load loads of that onto top lashes and apply a set of falsies on top. So I'll be back in just 2 seconds with that. Okay, so mascara's on, lashes are on. Just to finish with the lips, what I'm going to go in for is the MAC lip liner in the shade Whirl. Whirl? 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 In case you're watching in a different country, you probably won't have a clue what I just said there. I said the shade WHIRL. Whirl. Yeah. Anyway, and then I'm going to use a NYX lip lingerie in the shade Baby Doll, which is just a really, really pale pinky nude. So I'm just going to draw my lips on, and then we pop on the lip lingerie. Now, if you've never used one of these lip lingeries before, coming into winter, well, it's winter where I am anyway, they are pretty drying, so if you do get dry lips, like I can feel my lips are starting to dry out already, then do maybe use something else, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to finish off this look. I think with my hair I'm just going to do a wee half up, half down today, to be honest with you. A wee, well, in Glasgow we call it a junkie bun, but I don't know if that's very PC. Okay, and I'm actually, just because I'm going to work, going to throw on a wee bandana, kind of give me that more kind of rocker look. So I'm just twisting a bandana, and I'm just going to place it more around. And there we have it, that's the final look, guys. It's probably a wee bit more dramatic than I thought I was going to go today, but do you know what, it's all matte. My eyes look absolutely massive, and I've actually got quite hooded eyes, to be honest with you. I don't have an amazing big crease, but this look's made me look like I have got a pretty good crease when I don't, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your love and all your really kind comments and stuff on my videos. I do really appreciate it. I love you guys loads and loads and loads. Yeah, so just get me on Instagram, keep commenting below. I do try and reply as much as I can. If you do want to kind of get in touch with me, I suppose, or comment on something. Probably my Instagram page is easier. I do seem to be on that a lot more. I'm a lot more active on there, so I do always try and reply to anybody that comments on any of my pictures on Instagram anyway. Yeah, so definitely get me on there. If you're ever in Glasgow, then do come into Debenhams and Silverburn and see me. Because I'm always there anyway. I literally feel like I live in that place just now. So do pop in, say hi. Like, we do makeup lessons and all that sort of thing, so we can give you a wee personal tutorial, you know. Yeah. But have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye!